A friend of mine, Mike Lindell of My Pillow. Boy, do you sell those pillows? That's unbelievable what you do.
My Pillow has designated some of its call center to help U.S. companies navigate the many issues that resulted from this pandemic. We've dedicated 75% of my manufacturing to produce cotton face masks.
There you go. That was Mike Lindell, CEO of My Pillow, back in March of last year. Seems like a long time ago. His company was one of the first to respond to the call for PPE during America's hour of need during the height of the coronavirus pandemic. And today, Lindell is among the most canceled people in the country. He's been kicked off social media as being dropped by business partners due to cancel culture and his ties to the president, former President Trump, and comments about the election. Lindell is also the author of a best-selling book, though. What are the odds? From crack addict to CEO. And Mr. Lindell, Mike, thanks for joining us. Good to see you, of course. I just want to start with this. Your product has been dropped by Bed Bath & Beyond, Kohl's, Kroger, and some other retailers that you can see here on the screen. There they are. What impact is this having on your company?
Well, I want to add a couple more to that. Mattress Firm and the shopping channel in Minnesota, Shop HQ.
Yeah. And
it just keeps coming. And the impact is this. Here's what it manifests to. We're busy. Everybody's supporting us. They're buying our products. They're buying direct. They're buying from the box stores that stuck with us. And all these other box stores that did this, they're the ones that are suffering because these were bots and trolls that attack with cancel culture. Sure. They're not real people. Twitter and Facebook let them use these attack groups that attack. So then these companies, out of fear, they go, "Oh, we're going to get boycotted." So they dropped the company. They dropped My Pillow. But now what's happening is customers they're cutting up their credit cards. They're going into the stores with shopping carts and leaving a note. You didn't have My Pillow. So they're losing their real customers. And so in other words, these kind of attacks not only hurt the people that are getting attacked, the businesses they're trying to cancel culture on, right. They're trying to cancel out. It hurts the ones that drop them because we were a big part of all their business. Some of them were 6-7 year relationships.
Yeah, no, it is an actual cancer, and it doesn't care what it eats. I mean, that's exactly right. Bed Bath & Beyond and Kohl's both claimed that they stopped selling your product because of poor sales.
My Pillow's been there, of all the companies in this country, been their star product. So, and I have 110 products. So if you had one that was slow, pick up the sheets or the topper or the bath towels. I mean, they all did it within a couple of days of each other. So, I guess they can sit and tell you everybody that, but they got to say something, I want to tell you this about the other way they canceled too. Twitter suspended my account. But my friends kept saying, "Hey, how come you're not posting anything on Twitter?" I said, "Well, I'm suspended." They go, "No, you're not. You're retweeting stuff." Twitter was running my Twitter account. Then I tried to shut the whole thing down, and I got a letter from Twitter Germany that said, "You cannot take anything down." So when they finally gave me access to my account 2 days ago, I put up a nice letter by one of my employees to help my integrity. They took it down in 5 minutes. They didn't want the public to know what my true story is.
Yeah, and it doesn't surprise anybody. And the lengths that they're going with this stuff is really scary. And just to remind people, your company was one of the first that jumped into action to respond when we needed so many things. We needed masks. We needed all sorts of stuff. You remember when all the companies got in and the car companies started making the ventilators? Now there's this fight to just totally cancel you out after you did a great thing.
Right. Well, we're always there for anyone in this country. The gift of giving is a God-given, and that's what I love. And Minneapolis, when they attacked Minneapolis and our terrible governor and mayor let them burn down Minneapolis, the National Guard, I gave them all pillows. I tried to get pillows to DC to all of them, but this administration wouldn't allow them in. And then, whenever there's a hurricane or whatever, we're there. Millions of dollars worth of stuff. We donated $2 million worth of masks to the state of Minnesota. This stuff doesn't make the news because we do it. It's the gift of giving. I don't do it for publicity. At My Pillow, we have 2,500 employees. They're all like a big family. And you know what? When you're hurting these guys' career, I want you to think twice about cancel culture out there and what you're doing to American manufacturing and jobs.
Yeah, absolutely. And they don't care. They really don't care. They don't care what you've done right. They don't care that you helped during the pandemic. They don't even care, apparently, about your charitable work as well. They're trying to cancel that?
Right. Absolutely. When companies get hired to cancel you out, like Sleeping Giant on Twitter, these are hit groups, and they just sit in a room, and these bots and trolls. I want any companies out there to realize this. Cancel culture is not a bunch of people that don't like what you did. I mean, now you're boycotting me. I mean, nothing makes sense out there because these people aren't real. And then when companies think they're real, then they go, oh, I got to do this because I'm going to be boycotted. It's just the opposite. You're going to hurt yourself. So, we got to stop this now. My friends that backed this great President Trump, when they backed him and the word's out, they're getting their churches. Their social media is getting attacked. The churches are getting attacked. My friends that had platforms on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, one guy had 2 million followers. 2 million followers. He had 12 employees. They wiped him out overnight. He took 5 years to build up that business. How sad is that? Where's our country going?
Right. And if this continues, they will reap what they sow, because this will start coming for more and more and more people until it eats everybody. That's for sure. Because everybody's going to be able to be offended by something in the future. It is a cancer. It spreads like anything else.
I want to say one more quick thing if I can.
Sure.
What I've learned, because I knew nothing about politics, being a former addict, and I'll tell you what, now I know politics affects everything we do, everything in our lives. And the politicians I have met on both sides, Democrats, Republicans, and I have met a lot of them. And I will tell you, most of them either have a political agenda or a personal agenda. And, how blessed were we to have this great President Trump that had an agenda to help the people and help this country. That's the kind of politicians we need. People that it's for the people, one nation under God. And we got to get back to that.
Yeah. There is something about a president that went out and made his own money and can't be bought or sold, and that was so refreshing in so many ways. Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me on. God bless you.
All right, God bless.
Newsmax TV is now America's fastest growing cable news channel. We give you the real news you need. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Newsmax TV streams live on YouTube for free. Newsmax TV, real news for real people.